question about employability forum. So I first ask you about for our new century, employee system are changeable, such as technology are available, our production system are changeable. So which types of category, which type of ability are you emphasize for our new employee or new kinds of fresher student?
Thank you. First of all, thank you for choosing me to speak for you, and thank you for your question. This is really a very relevant question to the audience, and I would like to really emphasize that the new employability skills mostly depends on your soft skills. In the university, you get the hard skill and also soft skill. But the way we see from the employer side, the soft skills are related to the skills which is how you do the job. What is the job? This is the hard skill, and how you do the job is the soft skills. And soft skills includes your interpersonal communication skills, your negotiation skills, your presentation skills, your analytical skills, your problem solving skills, your conflict management skills. And nowadays, if you see that world is moving, customers become very powerful. They have a lot of choice to make. And even if you deliver high quality product, but if you do not deliver that in a manner which customer wish, and that's why soft skills requirement is very, very important nowadays. And I think most of the universities, including Daffodil International University, is giving high importance on the soft skill. I am fully aware that they have also introduced an Employability 360 course in order to help the students that along with their hard skills and their degrees, they also get the soft skills which is necessary in the organization. As an example, if I mention that how we select people in the organization, fresh people in the organization, we know that they have some fundamental and basic skills, but what we would like to see that how the graduate present themselves, that is soft skills. How the graduates speak before the people, how the communication skills, how the gesture and posture, how the body movement is done. So everything is considered, and also of course the interpersonal skills. A lot of selection process has been changed nowadays. It's not that you'll just answer the question. Even if you answer is not fully appropriate, but the way you present the answer, the way you answer, that is given more emphasis nowadays.
Thank you, sir. And our second question first, should try for various skills about really briefly discuss here, but how we can achieve our skill.
Thank you. As a fresh graduate, if you are still student, then I think the best approach is to make the class soft skills friendly, so that you can have your soft skills. Like I also teach in your university, I have a class and there will be presentation also. So what I have done in order to help my students to acquire the soft skills, I said that no more text in the presentation. You will just bring some headline or some picture and graphs, and then you will speak from your own. When you speak from your own, then you have the ability to acquire the soft skills. I have no problem you make mistakes. Mistakes provides important learning opportunities. But if we just allow to read the slides and go back, and this is not, that is the reading skills. The second thing is that when you work in the team, you know how to work. You learn how to work. So there are some difficult people, uncomfortable people. When you work with them, you develop skills how to work with the people, how to work in a team. And the more universities will emphasize on soft skill, the whole teaching system will be changed eventually. The way we are just lecturing and you are listening, that system should disappear. Another thing that I have introduced in some of the other universities, the open book exam system, where you will have the opportunity to think differently. In the closed book system, what you do, what you have memorized, you just write it down, and over the period of time you forget them. But when you write from your brain work, you have the thinking ability and all these things. Those who have already graduated, if you are already graduated, you are no more in the university level, then what you have to do? Then you have to take your own learning responsibilities. Like you have to interact with the different professional associations. You have to go to different seminar and see how people do that, and you participate, even if it is a voluntary. Still, I think this is a learning opportunities, and you can make alliances among the friends, and then you can practice it. The soft skills I have mentioned, you can practice those, and eventually, if you don't acquire those, first problem will be you cannot get a good job. Even if you get a job, you cannot be successful without having the soft skills. Because the first approach, if I just meet with you, what the skills I first see? Your soft skills. How you welcome me, how you receive me, how you talk to me. All these things are soft skills. So hard skills assessment come later. Soft skills assessment come before. So that's why acquiring soft skills is very important. If university helps, fine. Even if you don't get the opportunity at the university, still you do not have a choice. You have to take your own responsibilities. Take your action plan, and meet with the appropriate people, and then eventually have to develop. Since you do not have a choice to make.
Sir, I want to know about your turning point of your life.
Okay. I think my turning point of the life is the two turning point. One, when I decided to go for higher study in Canada, that required a huge, willingness and a decision, and because of two reasons. One is it was far away and the temperature was minus 60 even, so it was very difficult, but I made a choice, deliberate choice, that if I have a foreign degree from a reputed university, then my career will be flourished. And inshallah, I can mention that decision helped me. Second decision was to join in the university as adjunct professor. 20 years back, one of my friends, motivated me that with your skills, particularly the training and skills, why not you join in the university? That time the private university started. Then I started my university teaching, and I realized that this is the place where I can further develop my soft skills, because I will be interacting with the young generation. I will also interact with the older generation. And this is the place I cannot go to the class without having sufficient preparation. In the classroom situation, you need a lot of soft skill apart from your knowledge skills, because you have to deliver and you have to interact. You have to closely meet with the students. And although I have a huge age difference, I decided that I have to make friendship with my students. Apart from the classroom situation, they will be my friends. And that was a huge shift in my life. And if I see now, flashback, that I have over 25,000 students, and mostly in Dhaka city, and I feel so proud. It's not for money, because of my network, because of my interaction with the students. Because when I interact with the young generation, I will definitely influenced by the young generations, their behaviors and their thinking and everything. And this way, I am keeping myself very young and active in my minds, although I have a age, but when I interact with the students and work with them, I feel like that I'm the young person. So this is a great starting point. And with the interaction, I also realized that although I have skills and competency, but I have to acquire some additional skills and competency which will be helping me. So nowadays, a lot of students and university, they said that I'm a very good teacher, successful teacher. And I think that's because of my decision that side by side my job, I will also have an adjunct professor in the universities. And one last point I mentioned, that after that, I also realized that we have to go out of the university, and that's why we have formed the HR Association. You know that I'm one of the founders of the APFHRM, and now I'm the founder president of the Federation of Bangladesh Human Resource Organizations. And then I have taken Bangladesh HR to Asia Pacific, and I become the president of the Asia Pacific Federation. And they have re-elected me again as a president of the Asia Pacific Federation. And Asia Pacific Federation nominated me in the World Federation, so I'm one of the 10 board members of the World Federation. So you see, when you broaden your area, I could have decided that, no, I will only work and go to home. I was working with the KR International. It's a very renowned organization. I was making sufficient money, so I could have been satisfied with that job and the salary. But I decided to broaden myself. So my first turning point was, going to Canada for my higher studies, and then, move my career to universities, and then work for the voluntary association like BSHRM, APFHRM, Asia Pacific Federation, and the World Federation. So I think you need to have a turning point, but you have to decide when and how you will make this turning point.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Sir, can I ask you a personal question?
Yes, please.
Sir, if I give you voluntary service in your organization, will you give me this opportunity?
In fact, in our organization, yes, we have internship opportunities. And if you are interested, then you can go to our website and apply online, because our organization is no more a paper-based organization. We are very highly computerized also. So you can see, and if your skills and competence meet with us, it's a voluntary, so you can apply and see.
Okay, sir. Next question. Sir, if I arrange a session for the students of Daffodil, can you give us some time?
Yes, sure. Very sure. But just check with me my availability.
Okay,
because
sir.
Nowadays I do a lot of volunteer works. And in this university probably I have done maybe 50 sessions. And I did not charge any money to any of the sessions. So it will be my pleasure. I'm more than happy to do it. The only thing is I'm a very busy professional. If you check my schedule in advance, then probably you can take it.
Okay, sir. I will contact you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.